Hello and welcome to the Stock Planner channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about managing your trades. I'm going to show you a couple of trades that I entered today and a couple that I closed out. And I'm going to show you one I think about the one that got away. Remember, I'm not a financial analyst and sometimes I think I barely know what I'm doing. So do your own due diligence, follow along, but please research any trade you make. And the best way is to learn that stuff yourself and develop your own system. Let's get started. I closed out 3 trades today. 2 of them were trades that I placed about a month ago. All 3 were winners. And today I closed out APHA, which is a marijuana stock. And this was a new trade that I made with no experience. And I call it a gap play. It gapped down yesterday, and then I made a buy, and it came back up. So I want to show you these 3 plays and how they look. First is Okadata. It was placed a trade placed on a 316. This is a software and securities company. Originally placed the trade around here, and you can see it was a loser for a while. And I let it ride, and it became a winner. I'm not sure this is good practice. I should have gotten out, but it never really. Well, it probably did reach a stop, but I didn't catch it. The rationale for this was an RSI. This is RSI here. This is stochastic RSI. This is MACD. And you could have, once you got the single, you could have taken that any time. Anyway, this is one that probably should have been bad, but it turned out good. I only had a small position in it. Next one is CrowdStrike, placed around the same time. And this was based on a dip. It's not really based on just the felt that the stock was dipping. So was Okadata. 3/16 is right about there. Border right about here. Was a loser here and probably should have got out. Again, this was a period of time I was doing something else, and some of these got out of the hand. And I also don't place my stops the same day that I place a trade. I wait a day or 2 later. Anyway, this is another loser that turned into a winner. I don't know if this is best practice. Anyway, this is the way people trade. They hold on to it till it goes back up. Now, apparently, I must have felt that from here on it was going back up. Anyway, I closed it today for a pretty good profit. Now, APHA, we stock at a big dip, a big gap. I mean, and this is my first gap play. And the gap is everybody is getting panicky. And even this morning at the pre-market, this thing was down 6%, and I was starting to panic because I'm not familiar with the gapper plays or gap plays. This was my first one, and things didn't go right. But it turned around as you would predict with a gap, because exhaustion, a gap exhaustion basically, and it's supposed to. People get panicky, and then after a while they get tired, and it comes back around. There's your stochastics saying that it's about to go up, and so is the RSI. So this turned out to be a nice winner today for about $50. 1 month for $47, 1 day for $50. This is okay to wait. This was I'm not claiming this was good trading. Just wanted to share it with you. Now I placed some open trades today. Let me share those with you. The next one is 4D Biosciences. Trader ticker symbol FBRX, and this is on a RSI play that I produce every day. Here's the report. RSI short. This is produced from a database of over 240 stocks. There's some MACD plays as well, and the zigzag changes. And I produce this report, and I also put it in my Discord chat. So don't hesitate to join the Discord, and it updates when I update it. This is the RSI, and the RSI was above its 70 and came back around down. That was a trigger for the play. So the stochastics RSI is the same way. It's triggered for the play. So that check mark here, and you have an MACD that's saying go down. All you need to have is a zigzag to be pointing down, and I think it is. The zigzag doesn't know what it's doing here. But I believe if after one more bar, it's gonna know, and you'll see a red bar a minor red bar, little dotted line. Knows what it's doing up to there. And the last major leg, which it did know what it's doing, about halfway through, it should hit that. Depending where I got, it should go down to about 35. Excuse me, down to about 34 or 33. Let's see where I got into. Maybe I didn't think it through. 33.54. It looks like I got late to the dance there. 33.82. Yes, I got in late to the dance because I should be losing a bit. It needs to come down to this support level there, which is 31. Yes, there's my target price, 31. Oh well, looks like I was late to, and I entered this late, losing 33 bucks. And the last one is a mean reversion play for solar. This is a mean reversion play, and the RSI, this is the RSI 4. So is this one, the RSI. And the rules are, if it gets down below this point here, which is around 23, that's the time to take the inverse. So this has been trending down. It hit and went below. That's the time on the daily, with it below on the daily. And that's the time you can trade. But first you must ask permission from the weekly. And the weekly, the rule is it has to be trading in this range here, which is around 70 and 30. But I think it's 32 and 72, but my settings. But you can think of it 70 and 30, just a standard setting here. I tweaked it a bit. But if the RSI is trading in there, you got permission. You don't want it to be trading out there or below here, because then on a weekly, that means this thing is trending down and it's not reversing. But if it's in the middle there, there's a chance for it to reverse and go back around. And it looks like there's some tiredness here, and I'd like to see this thing shoot up tomorrow. Anyway, I'm hoping this thing will revert back to about midpoint. And by the way, if you look at this, you have your major leg about the midpoint is right where it's at. So this reversion mean stuff, I believe in. And you could draw the Fibonacci too and get the 50%, but I just sometimes eyeball it. So I use a spreadsheet to do my trade management, and this is the open trades I have. I have more open trades. And when the direction I'm short and the zigzag is going in the same direction, you get a good there. And likewise, if the stop loss is hit, you get one there. But stop loss in the direction is still good, and I'm losing a bit. So I'm just going to stay in this trade. So I look for goods, and then after 2 or 3 days, I look for the actions. And this one here, it says, you better take some action. And that's why I shares real estate anyway. And I'm losing, and apparently the zigzag is going in a different direction, so I need to look at that in the morning. So I manage my trades this way. And it all look pretty good yet. They all look good. And I'm not losing too much. Everything's going good. Except for this. This one has got away. And that's NIO. That's weighting everything down. Everything else is just normal. That. And I took a trade in February, and it instantly started going down. Took a hit. As all the EV stocks did. Electric cars. Let's quickly look at this trade. 225. Took the trade around there. Instantly went down. And because I like the company, I stayed in. Okay, I wrote it out. And because I do feel long-term, NIO is going to go up. Hit the bottom twice. And now it's just hanging around. Doing nothing. This trade is really doing nothing. So I might have to eat this one and move on. But I like the stock. I think eventually it will come back. So I'll probably hold on for another couple of days. And that's this kind of thinking. This is what a real trader does. This was a short-term play and then turned into a longer-term play. And now I'm rationalizing it, feeling that the company it's bound to go up. And it had some positive news today, by the way. So Telsa did anyway. And I think NIO will hang along, go along for the ride. That's the one that got away. Okay, 309 minus 224. We're talking about 80 bucks. This is all manageable. And this is my open trades. Now let's just look at the closed trades one more time. This is the closed trades for today. 229. Let's look at the closed trades for the first. 980. There's the ones we just talked about. And there's some losers here. Let's see, there was 6 losers and 19 winners. And this is what you can do with a small account. taking small trades, small share purchases, or options, or you could scale this to a larger size. So 980 versus 309 for 12 days, including my big loss, is not so shabby. I hope it helps to see how other people manage their trades. Nothing's perfect. Please like and subscribe. Catch you on the flip.